What's up, Simonics, and welcome back to a new stream. I'm never sure what the delay on YouTube is, but yes, I can see myself, so there's clarification that I'm live. 12 people already in the chat. I see Blind Ray already opened conversation. Sahil in there. Alexandro, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're tuning in. I know Ray is not in his house in the remote bushland. Sorry to hear. Or is it cool? I don't know. Would be cool to post like images in the chat here. We could build another application for like a snap image and see it just a few. Wouldn't that be a cool idea? Like snap chat, snap images. Hey to India. 6 p.m. in India. Yeah, that makes sense. It's 3 p.m. in Germany. Caravan in the middle of nowhere. Nice. That sounds actually pretty cool. Where's in there as well? Chuck. Good morning, fam. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Muhammad. Like, why are there only 7 people? We're gonna do some pretty cool things with Angular and Supabase today. I don't know where the 80 people are that we had like 3 streams ago. Like, how does this work? Sometimes they're like 10, 20, 30 people and then you get like 80. Like, how does this work? I have no idea. Anyway, great to be here. Are there any news? Excited with, yeah, I'm also excited with the Angular project today. We're gonna finally hopefully make some progress. So we won't do a lot of chatting in the beginning because I noticed last time we had like a lot of chatting and we didn't really make any progress, and I really want to make progress with the project. But there was something I wanted to tell you for this stream. Like, I think we talked about, did we talk about the new Ionic and capacitor versions last week? I don't even know if they've been released last week. Please let me know in the chat. Did we talk about them already? I feel like we did, but I'm not completely sure. Will you be merging Oh, there are pull requests for that project already. Oh yeah, I see there are 2 pull requests. Let's quickly take a look at this. Nice. So for whatever reason, I don't get notifications for stuff that's going on GitHub. Not sure. We got 2 pull requests. Edit types, removed all any times. I decided to create a folder with types to avoid any types. That is very nice of you. Yorick World. I don't know if Yorick World, are you in the chat? Maybe, maybe not. Let's check what changed. Okay, we got an user object. We got a voting object. Yeah, I highly like that. Current user. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool. That looks cool. That will be merged, certainly. Merge pull request. Yeah, let's just confirm this. That's fine. Okay, quick for everyone new to this, we're working on a project together. You can find the repo here. I'm gonna add a little rocket to this so you can find it later in the chat as well. Merged. Okay, we got a second pull request. NGX toaster message. Nice. That was actually what I had thought about. Okay, styles, NGX toaster, toaster module edit, toaster service edit, and oh nice, a lockout, we got a toaster warning for sign out. Oh, this is so cool. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted to see with this project. Nice. Thank you, Yorick, for the additions. This is gonna be merged as well. Very nice, very nice. On top of that, if you also want to show up as a contributor here, I still think the README file needs a bit of fine-tuning, like, I don't know, something else besides this. And we also need a FF icon or a general icon for, so if you have a little designer's eye, just come up with something and commit it and integrate it. Anyway, I should probably now also check out the changes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Git pull to get all the changes, and then ngserve-o to bring up the application. Hey Chris, nice to see you back in here. Hey Ellie, 90 people, that's cool. We're on the right trend, right? Oh, what's that for a sound? I don't know. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what's going on? NGX toaster. Yeah. I should probably run npm install if someone added a dependency. Good morning, Ernesto. Yes, Muhammad, don't forget to npm first. Yeah, of course I forgot. That came too late. Well, that npm install gives me time to eat something because it's actually very hot in Germany today. Oh, look at the color. Look at this color. They taste exactly like they look like. It's amazing. And there's water in them, so that's pretty nice. And it's pretty nice that the installation takes like 5 minutes. This is one package. What's going on? I don't know. Yeah, I would share the watermelon with you if I could. It's really delicious. The only problem is like there's water everywhere and my fingers are now very, you know. So my wife placed this here, and guess what she also placed here? Best wife on earth. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, updated 900 packages. That was very important for this super tiny little project that we're working on. All right, ngserve -0, and let's start the rockets. So I think last week we ended. No idea where we ended. I think we created some votings within Supabase. Yes, actually, I think people signed in with my account as well because it's just a dummy account. And they created some votings. Well, that's not a problem. Okay, nice. That was the toast for sign in. And for sign in, yes, I like it. Well, I don't like the yellow completely. It's not really in our color scheme, but and that no, what was this song? Yes, getting the voting list. Okay. Okay, so a voting has only pretty much a title. Question, yeah, well, the title is our internal title, and then we have the voting question. Okay, so that means we should find a way to retrieve that. So we got get votings, which will get all of our votings. I'm actually not sure if this will also get votings from other creators. Yes, there's a different creator ID. I certainly don't want to have that one, so we need to take care of that as well. So let's go to the voting list. Let's close this and let's dive into this. Where's my start voting button? Oh, it's up there. Okay, cool. And then we got an ng4. Okay, so how could this look like? I always need some kind of inspiration. Like probably like just a card or something. Stepper, modals, badges. Can that not be done with row level security? Yes, it could be done with row level security, but I'm gonna bring up a little problem with that in a second because I actually also thought about that before the stream. So I don't know. We can just probably use like a card or something. Maybe just search for a card. How does this look like? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna use this one. So short, so easy. Okay, let's use this ng4. We're gonna copy over this. And then we got voting.title in here, and we probably also got voting question, or what was the type? Hello. Title voting _ question, and we could even, if we want to, have voting description. But let's see how this looks like. Yeah, that looks already cool. So for debugging, I'm also gonna put in voting.creatorID to see that we actually have 4444444. Oh, I should probably check out the beginning of the string. Yes, there. No, there. This is a different kind of voting, and we need to wait to filter this out. So yeah, we could use row level security. We could apply this to our voting, so only people who created the voting can access the voting, which brings the problem, how can people actually vote? Because they need the voting question and description and title. I don't know if it's possible to define a row level security that allows like full read access to a record for someone with specific rights and just access to specific columns of this. I don't know if there's any SQL, SQL expert in the chat. Please let me know. I really don't know this. In our case, what we're gonna do is we can just filter it right here. So in our data service, we're just gonna add select. Isn't there like where or equals? Equals the creator ID should. Hello? Hello? I'm always like when the sound stops and something's not working, I always fear that something went wrong. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna do right click copy just because I'm so scared. Okay, we wanna have that the creator ID equals our current user ID, and we can hopefully get this from this dot Supabase auth user. This is still, yeah, it's still the old version, so it should be synchronous. Okay, let's see. Previously we had this wrong ID, and if I now change it to this expression, yeah, we're not able to find that ID anymore, so we only see our own votings now. That's cool. Okay, that was a nice simple fix. Or did I move something? Like sometimes I break this. Please let me know if I made any mistake in the last 10 minutes. Maybe check out the list section. Is there a list section? But anyway, I think our list is pretty nice so far. Description list, yeah, stacked lists probably. Well, I think actually what we got isn't too bad. But maybe yeah, this could actually also work. Like, let's do this. Oh, I need a line clamp plugin for this. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's give it a try. You said so. So let's install this. npm install, oops, the line clamp package, and then we also need to put this into our Tailwind configuration file. So plugins, I don't actually know if we put in require, is this right? Probably it is. Okay, and then let's copy over this to our list. If you enjoy that more, no problem, this is a community thing. So, I hate that sometimes my line breaks are really, they look horrible. So let's put all of, yeah, now this was too much, of course. There we go. And then, how does the voting look now? Okay, ng-serve. Okay. Let's see, we really shouldn't. We probably shouldn't focus too much now on the UI of the voting list. It should just be a list so we can get into the actual voting details. Yeah, it's okay for me now. Let's just, we can probably use this time slot later for something. Gloria Robertson will be now the voting title. There we got an href, that's very good because we need that. And then we're gonna add our iteration to the li tag. And then we got the voting question, which we display in this place below the header. And then we also got the voting description. It works actually pretty nice. Is it just description or is it whatever? How did I call this? Description, yeah, of course. Once I'm using just this, and now it's description. Okay, so we're done with our list. I should probably remove a bunch of them so it's not looking that bad. So I'm gonna remove all of these. Sorry for that one person who created voting. But I said this is gonna be an alpha version. So it looks like... Oh, did I remove all the data? Votings? What? Oh snap. Anyway, let's start from let's start fresh. Did we actually finish the SQL for our table setup? I don't know. We have a users table, we have a trigger, we have votings, and we certainly need another table for voting options. So we can already add this. The code for this is also in our project. Or maybe we already added this, or did we encounter like a problem? No. Let's see if I can run this. And you have votes. Oh yeah, there's a comma missing. Okay, cool. We now have also the voting options. Probably cache wasn't updated yet. Oh yeah, no, everything's gone. Sorry about that. We also, I guess, enabled row level security a tiny bit for our table. We can check this within Supabase by going to row level security is not enabled. Okay, if it's not enabled, then let's just keep it like it is for now. We're gonna add the security rules later. For now, let's just try and make progress so we can actually do something with this project. Okay, I can start a voting. This will show a new voting. It will also give me access to that object right here in the response. That's cool. So that means whenever I start a new voting, I should be able to access data in the first element. So if we get back data, let's say if there's no data.error and data. Okay, this is a bad name. This is actually the record. Record.data. I would really like to have an if-let now. Record.data. Let's say record data length. Then we should cover all the cases that we actually want one object in there. So if we got one object, we will directly navigate into that. And now it gets interesting because we can finally work on this. Okay, so this dot router navigate by URL. Record data first object and then the ID field. This is where we want to go. But actually, do we have defined this app routing? Okay, we go to the inside module and the inside module defined. Yes, after app, if I go to something like this, I should be on the voting details page. Perfect, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Yes, record data question mark length. Yeah, that could also be to prevent any issues. So let's go back. Okay, the mobile UI. Also, there's another task. You can improve the mobile navigation bar for smaller pages because that's not yet optimized. Okay. And by the way, I want to add a click handler to the list as well. So instead of using href here, we're going to use a router link, which will go to voting.id, I guess. What's wrong with this? Type number is not assignable to type. Okay, I think I need like this, right? Yeah. Let's see if I can. Yes, I can navigate into the details of this voting board. There was 72. And if I create a new board, oh, then I'm then I'm brought back to the login. Okay, that's interesting. I should probably keep a login here, and also check. Yeah, I should maybe call this navigate, not navigate by URL. I think will this completely. Because I want to go to /app/record data ID. I might have messed this up. Let's see. I can go back in, no problem. If I do a new voting now, come on. What's going on here? Record data at index0.id. Why you know like this? Navigate to start a new voting, and it says navigate to /app/75. Okay, now it finally works. No idea why it didn't work in the first place, most likely because I didn't hit save. So now after we start a new voting, we are on the voting details page. On the details page, we, I think, should probably have a function to get the details of a voting. Get voting details, ID, I don't know, could be ID is the ID always a number? I think with Supabase it's always a number, right? Let's hope so, let's hope so. Anyone else also coding this afternoon? Daniel, well, maybe someone else created those. Yeah, definitely. I didn't create 70 records while testing this. Definitely not. That wasn't my work. So to get the voting details, I think what we want to do is get voting where ID equals the ID, and this is gonna be a single selection, and we can actually in fact immediately return this to get the voting details on our details page. So let's move into the details page and inject the route, activated route, and then we're gonna get the ID. Const ID equals this dot route snapshot paramap get by ID. That was the fastest line you've seen me type, right? Coding to yes, that's good, that's good. So if we have an ID here, we should call our service. So let's inject this, the data service. I really don't know, really this is like a mystery to me. How did we get to 80 people active watching? This was like the first time I announced this. Was it because like the title was new? I really don't know where the 60 people are right now, or if they're watching the videos afterwards, because I see they actually get quite a few views, but I really love to have like even more people. I love to have like the usual 5-10 in here that I actually recognize. This is pretty cool that you're coming back every week, but I really love to have like the 80 or getting to 100. When we had 80, I was dreaming about getting 100. So yeah, no idea where the people are now. Anyway, I think actually, do we have the type now? Yeah, we have the typing. Source app types voting. Thanks again for this. So I'm gonna set this to null. Can I set this to null? What's allowed for not voting? Export. Why is this actually a type? Couldn't we make this like an interface? Whoever did this, that would probably. I don't know. Like, I don't want to make something like new voting. This really feels too much like Java. So the voting should really be an interface. I don't want to do this right now, so I'm going to keep it like this. But, well. Okay, get voting. String is not assignable to type number. Well, come on. Can you just trust me on this? It is a number. Just trust me, please, TypeScript. And then we can, I should be careful with shortcuts. I've done way too much harm with shortcuts lately. So anyway, now that we're here on this page, I can await the result, and I should be able to, yes, see the voting details. Here are the voting details. Perfect, perfect. We're really making nice progress today. I can feel it. And that's also the time where no people are joining. Yes, 30 people. We're making progress. What we need now is a way to insert data for this voting. I'm going to shamelessly once again copy some information. We're gonna take something. I think we're gonna take this one here. Looks actually cool, especially the personal information. Let's do this and put this into our voting details. Let's check first how this looks in our application. Okay, yeah, we should let's zoom out a bit. I should probably have some kind of container around this. Didn't I set this up in the UI around the router outlet? What do we usually get, like container or something like this? Usually there's something. Thanks for subscribing. Let's just try and put this around our router outlet, because when you do this, it can make life a lot easier. Yeah, nice. That works actually pretty good for the router outlet. But I also want to have like some margin Y. I don't know, something like 6 or so. So yeah, that's a good start. Looks good. Okay, yes, should be an interface. Exactly. I think maybe you need some plugin for that. For what do I need a plugin? I don't know. But I think my voting details look pretty cool. I want to get rid of the profile block actually. Let's see what a profile. This is a whole form. Then we got personal information. Yeah. That means we can safely remove the first part. And we can remove the border here. We're gonna somehow keep the second part. Because I'm gonna do the question like this will be voting information. Set up your voting information. Probably in the future you could also do something like it's only working until a specific date. And we got form. Yeah, we definitely don't want to have a form action in here. Once again, is it ng submit on submit? I would tend to forget about this. What did we use before? We used ng submit login before. Okay, so this is how we roll. Ng submit update. We got fields, we got, let's do a reactive form to some degree. So I'm gonna add reactive forms module to our module here. No, I'm not doing this. Oh, this was the declarations. Should of course go to the imports. And then it's still, yeah, I don't have the form yet. Please chill. Form group. There we go. And I can already promise you I'm not going down the dynamic form route for array and questions. We're gonna do this in a different way. I really hate that part of Angular forms. Form builder. And then in the constructor we're gonna do this. This start form builder group. So for the form, we can actually take a look at the fields in our database. Because that kind of makes sense to add. So we got the voting question. Why can't I copy from here, Supabase? Are you in the chat, Supabase? What's wrong with this? Voting question. This is certainly required. Validators.required. Oh, come on. Just import the validators from Angular. Okay, next to the voting question, we also have the general title. Yeah, I think we should also make this required. We have a description. That one doesn't really need to be required, so I don't care if you give the voting a description. So we got question, description, title, creator, created, public. Public should actually be a little switch. So public will be by default false. Yeah, and that's the only thing I have to say about the public field. Okay, now we should be able to connect our fields to this. We need an update function as well. Okay, update voting, and then we're gonna log out the value of our form. There we go. Update voting, and then we go back to the HTML. We're making nice progress today, I feel it. So now we just need to hook up the fields in the right way. I don't know why this looks so... why they're so small? What's the issue with those fields? Why are they so tiny? Did I zoom out wrong or something? No, I'm at 100% zooming. Do I have the Tailwind CSS forms? Yeah, I should have this. I probably used this already on the login. Oh, but I don't think I've seen it in here. Is this still required in the Tailwind setup here? I don't know. But let's check Tailwind. We actually haven't installed this package yet. That's interesting. Let's do this. npm install so I can take a little sip. Hey David, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see if this finally works now. Now we can change this already a bit. So we got a title. This is like the internal title of the voting. Let's add this internal. Type text name. Can we just replace this with title? No, it shouldn't be auto-completed with given name. Probably we shouldn't auto-complete this at all. But this is like form, control, name, title. Last name, let's just check it out before we do any more. Yes, now the form looks a lot better. Okay, I will get rid of last name because I think it looks odd in that place. I just hope that it still works. For email, we're gonna use voting question. I'm gonna call this one come on, shortcuts. Question, place this, no autocomplete, but form, control, name, voting question. So we're moving in the right direction. We got our internal title, we got the voting question. We're gonna have a, how do we want to make public? We can have like a checkbox. Yeah, this is like yes, this is the, oh, we could also just for fun have it in there. Public visible, and then we have a, definitely not region, but we'll call this one public. And no autocomplete on this either. Form, control name is public. We're gonna get rid of street address, or at least the one with city and stuff. This is the zip code. I don't want the zip code. Patching these is really annoying. I don't want city. So what's left right now? We have the title, we have the voting question, we have, it's not country, but it's gonna be like true, false. This is like really worse, a bad idea. Public, private. We should probably give this autocomplete. Will this actually work with a form? Does anybody know? What's it called? Public, okay. This is no autocomplete. Select form, control, name. I really hope this works. What do we, I think we use value or something. True, and if this should be an object, we should also make it like this, right? Public true and public false. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Public visible. Why is there like this is why we changed it in the wrong place, right? Yeah. Type checkbox on the input. Yeah, we could also do type checkbox. That's true. That's very true. Okay, so we got, anyway, we got now title, voting question, public visible. I'm gonna, street address can be description. So I'm gonna call this one description here. No autocomplete, please. And the form control name is description, right? Not the abbreviation. And then I can remove this one down here. We don't need this. Cool, cool, nice, I like it. We got the first part ready. So hitting save here should trigger the submit. Yeah, that's cool. So now we just need to connect this, right? Let's see, when I press lock, what happens when I press save? Yes, nice. Okay, cannot find name with description, so I have probably description. Did I really just... you see, I can't remember stuff like this for like a second. It's still just disk. I think it's from... yeah, disk. It's definitely disk. I'm sorry about this. I messed this one up. Okay, now since we already have the voting, once we get to this point, we should update our form here. So let's do this form, and we're gonna use patch value, so we don't destroy anything with the voting we retrieve from our backend. I'm gonna add a login here. Got this dot voting, and then we should actually see. Oh yeah, data. This dot voting dot data. Nice, new voting, my questions, public, visible, private, and with description. Now we just need a way to update this, but we can do this with the data service real quickly. So this is gonna be another call here to update voting details. We're gonna use whole voting. Thanks for subscribing. I'm still not sure on which platform this is. Yes, I'm using Supabase, exactly. And to update the voting details, we're gonna pass in the voting, for which we still need to use that interface. And then we're gonna from select where it's equal to voting.id, but we actually wanna update with voting, and we're gonna return something. That looks pretty good. That could already work potentially. This data service update voting details. This form value. We're really moving closer to a nice solution today. You would think that it is production ready. Well, the discussion about Supabase and whether it's production ready, I think we can have this another time. I think it's definitely a great solution. I think it is production ready. I would use it, and I use it already in a bunch of projects. But if you want to use it, that's completely up to you. Okay, so if we're lucky, we're now able to update the title. Do you like the stream? And we're gonna set this to public, description, cool voting. Let's hit save. Ah, no, we get back an error. Column push update body disk does not exist. Yeah, it should be description. I don't know why I used disk. I really don't know. This was the error all along. So I'm gonna use form control description, and now but this is like the result, isn't it? Updated voting. Oh no, it isn't. My description is cool. I'm gonna make this public. And is this cool? Oh, come on. Why are you not working again? Invalid input syntax for big int undefined. Which big int is undefined? Come on. Oh yeah, public true is certainly not very cool. Voting question, yeah. But where did we use undefined? Like, I just wanna update my data. Can't I do it like that? I think what I wanna do is inside here, do I have to use equal, or can I use match? Is match better? Find or not match the specified query. No, that's actually not a problem. Update voting details were, oh yeah, the voting ID is not included in here. Let's add this in here. This is actually just the information about the voting, not our thing here. So we're gonna have to keep track of this as well, or use this.voting.id. And then we're probably able to update it. I'm just now gonna update one property and see if it works. Yeah, no, of course now it works. And I can, yes, update Q. Is this cool? Let's try to update all fields, public, description, save. And on update, it works. And now I can also go back and see my cool description here. Nice, I like it. I like it. Now we just probably need a way to delete this as well. Let's add this. So again, we can get rid of a few items. Let's call this delete voting. We just need an ID for that. If we just want to delete something, we also don't need to pass any data equal single. That's cool. And then on the voting details page, we could now also use the toaster again. I think that would be pretty cool. So thanks again to the person who added this. How the pricing works. Okay, I'll get to pricing as well in a second. Or Blind Ray can answer because he has also used Supabase. What is it called? Is it the toaster? How did you call this? Toaster service. Private toaster service. Oh, come on, where's the toaster service? Oh, it's probably not yet in probably not yet included in the inside module. Is that a problem? Or is it? Okay, it is. So let's see how does the toaster work. Oh, this is pretty easy. I think I've used the toaster before as well. It's a nice little addition. So after updating the voting, we're gonna show success. Voting updated, and then we're gonna add a function to delete the voting. Delete voting by ID, and then okay. After doing this, we should probably. Is this like a warning, or what do you say? Voting deleted. It's actually. What is warning? What are the different colors of the toaster service? You can use warning. You can use success. What is like red? Oh, just error probably. What about it's not an error? Like I don't know. What you use if you want to tell the users that something has been deleted? I don't know. Feels strange to make it like green. So yeah, not sure about that one. Info, yeah, info might be the best. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna await the deleting, and once we deleted the voting, we should also go back this .router, navigate by URL /app because the voting doesn't exist anymore. So now we just need to include the button on our voting details page. I want to do it actually next to the save button. It's a bit risky. We could probably also do it somewhere else. This should have like red something, not indigo as a color. Let's see where this ends up. Yeah, probably. Probably. We could also do this like outline. We're gonna keep it like it is. Again, if you want to have a button that's not triggering the form, just use type button, and then on click we're gonna call delete voting. All right, let's give this a try for another voting. This is my updated voting. Let's just do this one. Voting deleted. Nice. What I don't like is that the list starts right here. So we could improve our voting list a tiny bit. But actually that's pretty cool so far, I think. The button start voting. Yeah, margin, bottom, something like this. We're gonna probably do the button in a different slot anyway later. Okay, let's take a short break. Actually, short break, we're close to the end. I should probably commit this for now. Git add dot, git commit voting details, git push. We made nice progress on this today. I'm somewhat satisfied with the result, somewhat. The only thing that's missing is the voting questions. So where it currently says notifications, I want to have something where we can add questions to the voting. So let's call this one voting questions. Define, no, this is actually voting options. Define your voting options. It shouldn't look anything like it does right here. And we're probably not even using a form for this. Yeah, you're using Tailwind. Yeah, I'm using Tailwind. Well, I like it. You can make progress quite fast with it. I purchased Tailwind UI, which gives me access to a lot of templates and component things, which usually help me to get started a lot faster. So that's why I like Tailwind UI and Tailwind. Can you ask the user if he wants to delete? Yeah, I'm always on the risky side. I'm like, you want to delete? Okay, it is deleted, but we could probably do this. Then we would need like an alert kind of thing. I think someone recommended this. Do we want to quickly integrate this, or do we want to? I think, yeah, we probably won't make it into defining the voting answers anyway. So let's use Sweet Alert. Let's just go for it real quickly. Okay, what's the installation? Sweet Alert. Oh, so many sponsors. How do we install this? Installation. npm installed Sweet Alert or grab from CDN. No, thank you. Usage. Blah blah blah. Usage with Angular or. Oh, I should have probably back npm uninstall Sweet Alert. I should probably follow this guide for Sweet Alert installation. Are you streaming on Twitch? Yeah, I'm actually also at the same time also streaming on Twitch. I'm checking the Twitch chat every now and then, but there are like 2 people on Twitch and 30, 40, whatever people on YouTube. So it's kind of strange. Angular, no. Import the module. Okay, we're gonna add this to our inside module, Sweet Alert. And basic usage for root can also take in submodules. Am I in the subs module? I think I am. Okay, and then what is the easiest way to do this? Let's see. I'm gonna add this button up here just to test if it's actually working. Do it. Okay, Sweet Alert, loader, whatever. Yeah, so I didn't go through the implementation correctly. I think we should do it like for root. Is this better? Nice, seems to work. That's good. So that means when we click on delete, we want to make this. Yeah, I want to. Is there like, what is the direct? No, what's it? The service? I don't want to use the directive. I want to use this as a service. How does this work? I can't find your channel. Yes, let me quickly give you. I'm Captain Ionic on Twitch. So here is my Twitch channel. Okay. Yeah, one person watching on Twitch and 35 on YouTube. That's a lot better. Okay, what's the name? What's the name for Sweet Alert? Thanks for subscribing. I guess that was you. What's the name now for this? Like, how can I inject the Sweet Alert stuff here? Private. Has to be something with Sweet Alert to Sweet Alert. Anyone used this before? Module, custom class, grow, whatever. I'm way too lazy to read the documentation. Come on. We will lazy loader when you need to local dependency of Sweet Alert using the impact syntax under the hood. Blah blah blah. Swell to end to show a simple modal when that element is clicked. Okay. Okay. So, okay. And we're gonna do it the directive route. Why not? Something new every day. So where's our delete button? There's the delete button. So we're gonna add the small show deny button true. Deny button is probably cancel. Oh, this is like the cancel button. Okay, confirm. On confirm, I want to call delete voting. On deny, I actually don't want to do anything. Do you really want to delete this voting? Let's see, does this really work? I never used that package. Do you really want to delete this voting? Okay, no, cancel. Okay. Yeah, it's quite cool. Now I just need to define the text correctly for the sweet alert. So what are the allowed things? Confirm, title, focus, cancel, confirm, text, title, text. Let's do this. This cannot be undone. And then why are you red? What's your problem now with this? Unexpected token or keyword. Like, this is exactly what I copied. Why did it change to anything after save? Come on. Isn't this exactly how it should look like? I do have to say something about show. Okay, this. Yeah, this one. It's better. And then what does it look like? Do you really want to delete this voting? Nope. And most likely, I want to say, what's the OK text? OK text? Like, what's the property for this? Text is incorrect, yeah. I want to have the, okay, it's probably the deny button text. OK button text. Oh, come on, is that, what's the name for the property? Something like OK button text. It has to be something like this. Confirm button text. Ooh. Delete. Okay. So, delete. Do you really want to delete this voting? No or delete. Nice. The color is probably not 100% following our theming. I think we can live with that for now. So I'm definitely gonna add this as well. This is really cool. Yeah, it's getting better, I think. We're getting better at a lot of things with this project. This whole setup here is tricky. I kinda don't want anything. Push notifications. I really don't want anything from it. We're gonna have to figure out how we wanna add the options down here. We definitely have a save button now already, which we could already connect to. No, we won't connect this to a form. No. This won't be a form, I can promise you. This will just be a regular click event that will save the options. Because I really don't want to create a form. Or could we? We probably could. We're gonna decide next week if we're gonna do this like make this an Angular form array, which is a pain, or if we want to do it the easy way with just an ng model and then doing a bit of patching. Probably we should make it an Angular form, reactive form with a form array. I think it might work better. But so far, I think, I think a lot of you already created new votings once again, right? Everyone's using my dummy details, but that's no problem, just play around with this. Can be the case that someone deletes your voting, so don't be sad if that happens. Yeah, Gandhi, form array it is then. I'm really not looking forward to this. This is like one of the least favorite things about Angular forms. They are to some degree cool with all the setup, but form arrays, I really always need to look this up how to make it work. I couldn't do it right now. I know in general how it works with a form array, so probably we're gonna do a bit of code for this as preparation already. I'm gonna have some options, and then we would set the options to array, and we would initialize that array by, actually we wouldn't even do it like this, right? We would still use group in here, or array. Really, this is like where it already begins. Then you usually have a function to return an empty object. So new option, get new option, and when you press a button to add an option, you would call this dot form, what's it called? This dot options, right? Group. Let's do a bit of patching here already. Dummy code. This dot options dot push or something. Yeah, I'm gonna look this up. This will return this dot form builder. This will return a new group. Actually, this is not too hard. Like this is how our voting option looks like then, with a title. It's just pretty much just needs a title. And that's all it returns. And then on add option, this would push something to our form array here. But again, I really don't want to do this right now. I'm not gonna commit my code. Git add git commit work in progress details page. And I think we're very well prepared for next week. So gonna go into a little close up to wrap this up. Thanks again for the 30-40 people who've been part of this stream again. It was a pleasure doing this with you today. I really enjoyed your additions to my chat, to my application. Once again, you can find the code on GitHub. GitHub, here is the link. And you can also somewhere find the hosted version on Netlify in case you want to check it out. I think it should be automatically deployed. So here is the Votastic. Once again, props. No, not Vite. We could talk about Vite as well. Here's the application deployed. You probably want to declare your options as form array, not form group. Yes, exactly. We're gonna do this next week. Then we're gonna be able to add the voting options. We're gonna save them in a separate table. And then we will also, I think we should do that quite quickly if I don't mess up the form array. And then we will be able to show a public page for that voting somehow, where we retrieve both the voting and the possible answers, add a click handler, count that vote. I already looked this up. We're gonna use a procedure with SQL. So we're gonna have to define something in Supabase, which we can then call. I think this is gonna be really, really interesting next week. At least I think, yeah. Next week we will have a stream. The week after it, probably not, because I'm gonna take care of my daughter that week, that afternoon, because my wife's on a short vacation. So anyway, I'm gonna be back next week. Until then, Ray is checking out the community. Thanks, Ray is supporting me a bit with the Ionic Academy community. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to say this. First of all, if you're new to this, of course hit the subscribe button to this channel, because there's a lot more coming in the future. Second, you also might want to check out the Ionic Academy, which is my online school to help you with everything Ionic, mostly Ionic Angular, but we also have React course, at least the first React course. So you can check it out. Getting started with Ionic React is now part of the Ionic Academy as well. Getting a little setup here, and there will be a few additional material on React in the near future as well. Besides that, what I don't know why I always tend to forget this, is there was an update to Ionic blocks just lately. So the early bird phase is over. That is kind of sad. But the good thing is there are now e-commerce templates within Ionic blocks. So if you want to check it out, ionicblocks.com. I'm going to put it into the chat. Ionic blocks. Yes. It's by now, it has become a joke on our podcast as well. Like, I always forget to do marketing and I'm really bad with this. So ionicblocks.com, check it out. If you want cool templates, and there are now also e-commerce templates. We got a product list, we got details pages, we got a cart and checkout. So you can see Ionic Blocks is an active project and there's new development taking place, as well as, of course, all the other 50 templates in different categories that we already got. I already received a lot of feedback. People have been able to build apps or bootstrap apps in like minutes and hours with the pages of Ionic blocks. So go check it out in case you want some cool blocks. Yes, thank you. I'm doing this for myself. All right, I think that's covered everything for today. By the way, I checked. It's a funny little last note. No, we're gonna talk about this next week. We're gonna talk next week. Next week's gonna be spoiler. What's the spoiler next Tuesday? Oh yeah, talking about what's new in Ionic, version 6.2. And as well, next Thursday, besides this, I will tell you more about my history with Dart and React Native. So we're gonna have some interesting topics to cover next Thursday. I hope you'll be there again. I'll be certainly there Thursday, 3 p.m. German time, whatever is in your time zone. I usually put up the link to the live stream up front so you can get notified. So I hope I'm gonna catch you in that stream once again. Is there any other question open? I can't see. If I missed your question, I'm sorry. Please tweet at me, no problem. You can also reach me there or send me an email, whatever it is. Once again, thanks for your support. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and then I will hopefully catch you in our next stream. And until then, of course,